Oh, I know you can hear me, but you can't quite see me yet. Hold on. I'm going to turn my camera on. There we are. Hi, everybody. Lisa Fry, My Mystical Life. And dang it if I didn't leave my cards underneath that camera. I'm waiting on my new tripod to come in. It's kind of being a pain in the ass. Takes a bit to get things here off on the island. But I'm patient. If I'm anything, well, maybe, because if you ask my husband, he's going to have a totally different story. He's going to be like, that chick, she's not patient. And I'm not. Actually, I'm an instant gratification kind of girl. I don't like to go and buy a lot of stuff online because I like to get it now. I want to touch it. I want to touch it and I want to get it. So anyhow, here we are, My Mystical Life. Everybody, this is Lisa Fry. Super excited to be on. I haven't been on. I wasn't on yesterday. Yesterday was an insane, crazy, off the hook day, you guys. Class started yesterday. We have 32 people in our class, and you would think it would be like super confusing. Hey, Angel, let me know if you want to be in on the class because I'll send you the link. That's my sister. She has special perks and privileges. You know, the class was amazing last night. And of course, Zoom has been a super, Angel knows I'm not patient. Zoom has been a super pain in my butt. Trying to get the links across for yesterday, and whether they were general readings that I did, because I record all the readings, you guys, so that you get them afterwards, or the class, which went 2.5 hours, because I said, the first time I said, we're done, you guys, we're going to log off, and then we were on for another half hour, and I felt really bad. So anybody from the class that jumped off right when I said, like, you took me for my word, like I was leaving. Where am I? I'm in my living room. Saturday, I'm a free bird, you guys. I'm a free bird Saturday after morning. It's morning for me. It's afternoon for other people. I have a Reiki Master class. So if you need to get your Reiki Master certification in and you want to get on that class, please let me know. It's a very small class, and that's the way I like Reiki Master classes. And actually, this is making my head buzz. My guides are really, really on point, you guys. And here's where I'm going to tell you guys that I'm going to be rolling something out. This healing session that I'm doing will be available, not this upcoming week, but the week after. You will be available. You will be able to start. Hey, Ellie Coyle, we should get you on here today. You will be able to start booking it on Monday, but you won't be able to book the appointment time until the following week. I'm going to reinstitute where I used to do every time we did a live, the person that shared the most won a 10-minute reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make use of Facebook's top fans. Okay. And I was over there looking at that today. Oh, they're pushing me. Trust me, Leslie. And as they're pushing me big time today, like I'm getting these mental pushes that they're trying to move me forward on thought process. They're like, come on, let's do some reading. But I have to tell you what I want to do. So how you get the My Mystical Life page has this thing that everybody can turn it on their pages. I think it's top fans or top commenters. The top fans are the people that share the most, or they comment on My Mystical Life, or they share My Mystical Life posts out. They share lives, all of these things like that. Okay. Any kind of activity on My Mystical Life puts into this queue of people who are active. Every week, I'm going to have somebody help me with this because Lisa is a flake, and I never remember to do stuff unless I set it on a calendar. But hi, Nancy. Nancy's on YouTube. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is each week I'll be giving something different away, and what I'll have to do is pick up out of the top fans for the week, because I have a lot of people that are in the top fans, and it doesn't fall off until after 2 months. So the top fans for the week, once you are in that category, yeah, I'll be pulling something. Gosh, my guides, I don't even know what the heck is going on right now, but every time I start talking, my guide's like, It's like something's on the top of my head. It's very disconcerting. And it's making me lose my train of thought. I'll be giving something away. Now, what I will tell you is the first thing I will be giving away is one of these healing sessions. So I can't say how incredible that I'm loving these healing sessions, and they're very. I'm only going to offer a couple a week, you guys. I can't do a whole lot of them because they are really, really, really heavy hitting. And as you can see, as I'm sitting here, my eyes are just kind of okay. That is some really crazy energy. Oh, that's right. Somebody told me that it was, I don't pay attention to the cycles of the moon and stuff unless somebody tells me about it, because I just don't. Retrograde. That was, who told me that? Janet told me that just a little bit ago. Janet told me that. Okay, so I have my cards in front of me because I moved my camera. After Saturday, you guys, you are going to be so tired of pictures, and I'm actually going to be taking my tripod with me in the morning when I go for my walk. Now, mind you, my 6 o'clock in the morning is your guys' whatever, because I am 6 hours behind Eastern, but I have a wonderful place in the morning that I want to go sit and do just this. And it is right there on these great big huge rocks right on the water, where the first time I saw the whales here on Hawaii. So that is what I'm going to do. Anyways, so top commenters, you guys, top sharers from my mystical life. That includes this live, any live I do. It will go from Friday to Friday. Okay, that's what my guide said. It's going to go from Friday to Friday. So each Friday I will pull a name out of the top badges. Now, what I can say about that is I'm going to include the end of this week to the following week, because this is a big one, guys. I can't wait for you guys to experience this. And it is, yeah. Woo! Maybe that's for me. Never mind. We're not going to talk about it. Okay. All right. Moving on now. Got my coffee. I really shouldn't have had any more coffee before I come on to do this, but I was trying to feel not so tired. Anybody that was on the class last night, you guys are off the hook amazing. I'm so excited about class, and there were so many people on the live. It took us a little bit longer last night because we were introducing everybody, and it's a Zoom. So there's like 100, well, not 100. There's like 20 to 30 people right there on that Zoom where we can see everybody. And I'm watching the replay, and I'm loving the replay because everybody is so fantastic. I will be putting a new class on the books, another beginners class next month, so that they keep rolling. So, because I have people asking me, well, how do I get back in on a next class? So I'm going to have to get another one on the books. But my guides are also talking to me. I know. My guides are also talking to me about module classes, where instead of offering a level 2, that you guys can pick and choose the classes that you want to do, and maybe we'll do 2 or 3 classes on a specific subject, so you can gather some information, whether it be oracle cards or Akashic records. And I'm also supposed to say that the Akashic records could be a 4-time class, a 4-hour class, so 1 day a week. Or one day. So, what's really great about when you have that many people in a class, and I really, really was reluctant to keep the class open to 30. Okay. I was reluctant to do that because I like smaller classes. But what I noticed with the last class is we started off with a bunch of people, and then we dwindled down, and people watched the recordings, and then other people came on the lives. Totally fine. That's the way they do it. That's great. So that I expect people that to kind of happen with this. Life is busy. We're getting outside. We're going to go do stuff. No problem. But as we go along, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, that's right. I was not really this affected by energy until I got on, honestly. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to do something fun. How many people do we have on here, guys? I can't see. Okay. I'll send you a link, Angel. I heard you had a baby goat. Yeah. Good luck with that. No, I'm not doing that anymore. So I heard you had a baby. Oh, yeah. The class. Thank you, Sandy. The class and so many struggle bug. The class and so many people. What I love about it is whether you're in person or you're doing a teleclass like this, what happens is the energy raises. And when you start rolling with that many people, the energy is insane, you guys. It is insane. People will drop out of the class. I haven't had a whole lot of people drop out of like the last class, so I don't have a whole lot of foundation for that. But what I do find is they will not maybe come as many to the live, but they will watch the recording. And that's fine too. That's fine too. Okay, let me finish my coffee. There's nothing graceful about me today. And I think I may have my shirt on backwards. I just don't feel right. And it has this really pretty design on the back, so it may be backwards, but I'm not quite sure. So bear with me. It's that kind of day. I don't see a tag though. So maybe not. Okay. Let's do something. If everybody could share, I know, like I need coffee today. If you didn't experience me 2 days ago when I come off of doing these healing sessions, that was monumental, you guys. I mean, that I sat back that evening and it was like I just deflated. Poof. I was like, oh crap. And I knew that I shouldn't have done that many healing sessions in one day. To the level of healing that this is, I do seem out there. I am a little out there. And I was good before I started getting on here. And then all of a sudden my guide started really pushing down on information. So let's do something a little grounding. For whatever reason, YouTube, when somebody posts, it's like posting and posting and posting and posting. It's just cracking me up. Okay, if you're on Lisa Tabbert Fry, if you're on my personal profile, I cannot see your comments. Okay, so if you've commented something on my personal profile, you need to go over to My Mystical Life, which is my Facebook page. Like and follow it, get on the live, and you can comment there because I can't see anything. Hey, Jennifer Vaughn, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Penny Moose, I haven't seen you in a long time. If everybody could share one time, that'd be awesome. And we're going to do a journey because Lisa needs to ground. We're going to do a journey. And if you guys are up for that, please let me know. We're going to talk a little bit about how to bring ourselves back here when we're having a floaty moment like this. Obviously, this is a good, Marta, yes, I can see you. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Brandy. So we're going to talk about how to bring ourselves right back here when we need to be. Obviously, I'm a little floaty today. I was fine before I started getting on live, and my guides, as soon as I clicked that go button, man, they just started pushing on me. I'm not quite sure what we're going with yet, but whatever. So we're going to talk about how to bring ourselves right back here. And some people find this easier than other people, okay? Yeah, if you're on Lisa Tabbert Fry, my personal Facebook profile, I cannot see you. You can either find me here at YouTube, or you can find me at My Mystical Life on Facebook. As always, I'm going to leave that there for a minute because it takes a hot second to be able to copy that stuff. You can right click, highlight, copy, and paste that right into YouTube, you guys. Last night's class, I had started a class with Brandy, and I had already scheduled this other class to begin on last night. So I missed Brandy's class, and I was so sad because it's the trance mediumship class, and I'm going to have to talk to her about this because I've got stuff going on. Anyhow, J.M. Smith, yes, I can see you. YouTube, yeah. Some people see it better on YouTube than they can on Facebook. And it seems like it flows better. I don't know. So anyhow, my energy has been very not up and down, but very high since Monday. And when I was doing the healing sessions, and hey, Brandy, if you're interested in having that done, I know you haven't heard me probably talk about it. I know you're super busy. Message me, because I'm doing some distance healing sessions with people that, anyways, just message me, because you would be one of my chosen people. Okay. It just hit me. So what we're doing is we're just chilling for a second so I can get my brain back in order. But you know what? Let's talk really quickly about grounding, because awesome, Brandy, because I think you'll enjoy it. I really do. When we are doing spiritual work, grounding is really, really important, because when you get moments like this, like I said before I started, I was like, really? Well, I've been emailing and working and taking care of business all day long. So I've been right here, right now. And as soon as I got online, my head went like that. That right there, you guys, is the key indication that Lisa needs to ground. So when we're working on grounding, it's always really important to get that feeling of connectiveness. And that's my new word. It's a word that I don't think exists, but it's mine. So maybe it does work. I don't know. Being connected to Mother Earth. And when we're connected, I know it seems like we're taking ourselves down. I know, deep breaths. I know it seems like we're taking ourselves down, and that would decrease our connection. But actually what we're doing is we're creating this stability that we can level ourselves out. Deep breathing really does a great job at this. My main go-to usually is breathing and sinking my feet into the ground, visualizing roots through the bottom of my feet, sinking into the ground. And if you can detect energy through the video here, because I know a lot of people on here can. Is it a word? Okay, thank you, Vicki. If you can detect energy through the screen, or even if you can see auric fields, because I know behind me my auric field has got to be off the charts, you can start to feel that things shift. And if you reach out with your senses, you guys, I can actually feel myself going down and down and down. And I was going to do trance with this, just a theta brainwave guided meditation, but not trance, but a guided meditation with this. But I think it's enough to be able to feel that when your feet start sinking into the ground. Yeah, I know. When I'm starting, Hawaii has a specific energy, you guys, and this healing session that I'm doing is something that I'm supposed to be doing, and I've been supposed to be doing for a long time. And it's like they flipped a switch on. On the first one I did with Ellie, they kind of flipped the switch on. And each one I did after that, I've found that I have a thing. I started watching these today, and I was like, because what I'm doing is I'm taking people into that theta brainwave and with journey work. And I'm sitting there, and I swear, whatever's going on when I'm working with somebody and I'm standing in their journey with them, because I walk up to them in their shamanic journey and I'm like, here I am. Do you feel my energy? And we start to move forward. I have something right here. I don't know if it's a guide. I have no idea what's going on. And this is why I need to talk to Brandy, because I know trance and theta are very, very, interchangeable kind of, but, I have something right here that is giving me a sensation. And it's so funny because in this whole video, I'm doing this. In my breath, I'm breathing different, and I am consciously aware of this thing, because I have to stay consciously aware when I'm doing this healing session. But this, whatever's tickling me on the side of the nose when I'm doing this session is it's so irritating. But I'm sitting there and I'm watching the video and I'm going, okay. And I know I'm being videoed, and I just can't help it. It's the weirdest thing. It's so cool. But this healing session is, so you can tell, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Calm it down. This healing session is something I'm supposed to be doing. I appreciate your guys' patience. Lake Superior is amazing. Love the Great Lakes. I'm from Michigan. I'm from Ohio, but like 2 miles away from the Michigan line. I actually went to school in Michigan, in Monroe County. But my father-in-law lives up in Muskegon, not Muskegon, Marquette. He lives in Marquette. Okay. You just feel floaty, Jennifer? You know, normally I feel floaty. Today, they are pushing on my brain. And anybody that works intuitively may know what I'm talking about when you just feel like you're getting an impression that you're not quite getting. And they push harder. They give you more of a nudge. And that is kind of what I have going on. I don't know how to shut those off, you guys. I don't know how to, I think Facebook just does it. I'm going to Google that after I get off here because I didn't know it was doing it until a couple of days ago. Okay. I didn't know it was doing it. For whatever reason though, YouTube, when somebody makes a comment, it's like 4 or 5 times. It's so funny. It's cracking me up. Okay. Moving on. But yeah, these sessions have really created a shift in what I'm doing. Your sister-in-law lives in Engadine. I've not been there. And Renee's originally from Marquette, now I live in Paradise. Paradise. I've been to Christmas, Michigan. I've not been to Paradise. Yeah, Ellie gets the pressure. It's very common. It's very common. So I had to take a hot second. Vicki didn't know I was from Ohio? I know where Youngstown is. I'm from south of Toledo. Toodly-doo. Okay. Yeah, up to 5 now. Okay. And it's so important, you guys. In our class, it was so funny because last night I was talking in our class and I'm like, I don't even know what next week's module is. I have a curriculum set out and I didn't pay attention to what next week is. I thought it was breathing because breathing is so important when it comes to everything we do intuitively. You'd be so surprised. And I go into why it works through the body and everything because I think that's super important. But journaling is actually next week because I think that they're very close on what's important. Okay, so let's go through this, you guys. Let's go on. Yeah, that's what I'm finding, Ellie. That is a valid thing. I'm used to doing shamanic journey. Okay, I do it all the time. But this is different. And you know what I'm talking about because normally in shamanic journey, I go through and I do the healing session and then I tell you what I found. And of course, you know, because Ellie was the first person I tried this on. We met up. She was on my journey and I was on her journey, and she followed me through the rest of the journey and was able to experience her soul fragments and reintegrate them and give them compassion and meet some higher energies. And so it's different. It's very different. Okay, moving on. Let's do some readings because Lisa's finally calmed down a little bit. I was good before I got on. It was good. Okay, if everybody could share one time, that would be fabulous. I would love it. I'm supposed to pull a collective card for everybody. And that would be it. Let me grab that. Okay. This is very relevant. Amber, you can't get a hold of go to mymysticallife.com under the classes tab. There is a free shamanic journey class. It is a type of meditation for left brainers that have a hard time with regular meditation. Okay, today's class, today's class. Ellie Coyle, put some makeup on, girl. No, you don't have to, but I was going to bring you online. We would sit and read a little bit together if you want to. If you want to, you don't have to. You don't have to. Just say no and I'll know that's okay. So today's card for the collective, everybody, and actually That's what they say. The card for the collective is here. Strength. And this is all about what we are going through in this life and the strength to be our own person and not condemn others for where they are on their path. Okay? It is so difficult, especially now, more now than ever, to know, because we're so influenced by so many things around us. Social media, horrible. That we are allowed to be on different paths, and we are allowed to love each other regardless of it. So don't ostracize people because they don't think the way you do. Just know that they're in a different area in their life, a different path, and love them for that. Because if you can realize that we have people that are put into our lives to help us learn lessons, then we start to look at them differently. And that is what everybody is, a lesson. Everybody is here to help us. Okay? So let's do that. Okay, you're actually lying down to sleep. Go to sleep, Ellie. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. We love you, though. We love you. Okay, so let's go here. I saw somebody, and they're gone now. Let's go here. Okay, so I am going to settle down and start to do some readings. Because why? Because why not? Okay, let's start with Rhonda Marie. Rhonda, I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about an Akashic past life. I want to talk about ancient Egypt. I don't know what you would call this job. I know it was a male past life. I know that. I don't know what you would call the person that did this. But I see somebody putting these symbols on the wall, the hieroglyphs on the wall. They're logging history. So maybe a historian or somebody along those lines. My phone is going nuts. And I see them using the really deep blue, the blue. They actually loved that color. It was just the most beautiful color. And that was their favorite color to fill things in with. And they would put these things on the wall and just, it was very sacred duty, it feels like. And this is what this person did. It's a sacred past life without being a healer or a priest or a nun or a shaman or whatever. It was somebody that preserved history for a very ancient society. And it's all about that color blue for you. I would expect that color blue to still resonate with you. And it's just deep blue, red, royal blue. Okay. All right. Moving on. You two crack me up. This is Ellie Kaja, and we are gonna do a European tour together, girls. Actually, hey, if you guys want to come along, I'm gonna go north to south and south to north or whatever. But I can't wait. I think 2022, that's just gonna have to happen. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Jamie Jo Crystal. I want to talk about celestite. I want to talk about the angel colors and the angel numbers. And I really could almost just sit here and start channeling out a bunch of words to you because I just feel that pull to talk about your divinity and your light and your angels and your connection and your vibration and why you feel you need to step off the path sometimes or step away from some of the things that you do in life that I don't know if the vibration scares you or if you feel a little bit intimidated or maybe even a little bit unworthy of some of the things that have happened in your life. But they're talking about roll with it, go with it, get back on the path, find your, and I hate to say life purpose, you guys, because everybody worries about their life purpose and how they're going to roll forward. And if they're doing the right thing. And I got to tell you, everything you do in your life is correct. Everything you do in your life is put there just for you, for the right now. You may make a choice and move over that way, but you knew that was going to happen to start with. So why are you so worried about that? I don't know. You have great vibration. Okay. Yep. Lisa didn't need any coffee today. Actually, it's not coffee. It's not the coffee. I just started drinking the coffee when I got on. Let's drink some water. Okay. Moving on. Celestite. Get some celestite if you don't have it. It's the angel stone. That's what they want to do. They're talking about angel communication. Okay. Moving on. Let's do Vicky McHale. I'm not going to highlight that one, Vicky, because you sound kind of combative. Let's do Vicky. Vicky, what do you have coming in? You have new information coming in. I don't know if it has to do with your location. I actually get is it mediumship? What do you have coming in? Because this whole side of my face has gone tingly, and the new sensations, maybe even a new clair that you maybe have discounted before, I feel like is really popping up. Metatron, absolutely. Because Metatron gets with me 2 different ways, you guys. 2 different ways. He rubs my nose right here, which is so odd. But he does what he does. And if I don't get the message, if I am ignoring him, he really can't stand that. I get this like 2x4 feeling across the back of my head that's saying, pay attention. This is the only way I can get you to really listen. So here's some information. And that's what he's kind of giving me, is that 2x4 feeling to the back of the head. So quit ignoring some of the images and impressions that you have coming in. I hope that helps. Okay, moving on. Don't forget, you guys, I got to go back to this. If you are on my personal profile, Lisa Tabbert Fry on Facebook, I can't see what you're typing. I have no idea. I really don't. I have no idea what you're typing. So make sure you head on over to My Mystical Life on Facebook, like, follow, share, all that good stuff, because it's super important to know when I'm online now. I am not going to be going through Lisa Tabbert Fry anymore after the next couple days. I did today because I know that I still have some people out there that pick it up there. So Lisa Tabbert Fry, head over to My Mystical Life, and that's where you'll find me. Yes. Okay. Moving on. Or YouTube. You can find me on YouTube. But right now, before I put that up there, the YouTube address, Patty Curbo. 2 cards. Okay. You're not talking enough. You're not saying enough of the things that you actually are holding in. I also have to tell you that I feel like this can actually cause some physical discomfort from not speaking some of the things that you need to be bringing out for other people to hear, because it's not just what you need to speak, but it's what other people need to hear as well. Keep in mind, like I said earlier, some people are here to be lessons for other people, and some people need to be the ones that speak the hard truths. And that may be you, because I feel like there's some things you've had that you have not just expressed, and you really need to let it out. Your throat chakra is a little bit darker than I'd like to see it. So, bring in some nice light blue colors, and let's try to get some balance there. It's a little slower because you're not speaking some of the things you need to be. Okay, moving on. Jennifer Vaughn, it's time to cut some old paths, honey. It's time to bring in some, listen to me. Come on, honey. Come on, honey. No, that's terrible. I was like, I don't even know where the honey come from. It is time to cut some old strings. You have some things that are resonating that you need to let go of. It's like old patterns that you're not even realizing. It's just like, but I've let them go. Do some evaluation on some of the things that you do in a daily life that you might not have even attributed to some old patterns. Shake up your schedule is what they're saying. Put your socks on differently. Move your coffee pot, and it'll help. Okay. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Oh, I won't be wiped out. Thank you, Sandy. I won't be wiped out. You know, never mind. I'm not even going to say that. Forget about it. I actually had this conversation with Sam the other day. Never mind. Okay. I'm going to do this. I don't try to do this very often. I do medical scans, and I'm not a doctor. Not a doctor. But I would say if I'm looking at your auric field and trying to pick up discomfort in your body, I would feel like there was at least one time you've been slammed down on a knee that maybe later on in life that knee might start to ache a little bit. And I don't know why I feel a little saggy on one of my shoulders as well. Maybe tennis elbow or something along those lines. Carpal tunnel, maybe. I don't know. It's just when I get tennis elbow, it goes all the way from my shoulder all the way down because I did nails for so many years, and it really, really does severely affect me if I get it. So I'm really careful to not get it. There's a way you cannot get tennis elbow, by the way, you guys, and there's a way you can take care of it without like a whole lot of stress. I check it often. Some of the emotions that you have, Samantha Martin, are really affecting, I don't know if it's a digestive issue or if it's like right in the diaphragm area. It just feels like it's tight. I don't understand the feeling. So you need to start thinking about eating things that are going to be better for your digestion. I know that because they're talking about broccoli. I actually have a guide that talks about broccoli and the gas effect that comes with broccoli if you eat too much. So we're talking about balancing some things that you know don't work for you, but maybe you put in your mouth anyways. So that's kind of what they're talking about. I have no idea. And I hate doing those because one of the first readings that because I didn't believe in psychics at the time, you guys, and I know that's so silly sounding. But when I first had my first psychic reading, in my house, it was in my house because we had this big party there, and only because we had the house, and I sat there like this. I was a horrible sitter is what I was. I was sitting like this, like, I can't believe I'm having this done. It's just crazy. What the hell? And so this lady sat there, and I had been on a strict no carb diet for a long time. And the night before, I had this huge thing of mashed potatoes. Like, it was my job. I ate those mashed potatoes. And so I was feeling super guilty about them. And I'm sitting there in front of the psychic, and she goes, I have this older woman, and she's coming forward, and she says to tell you to not eat those potatoes. And I was like, what? It was my grandma, who I talk to now, but, talk to now. And, but at the time, I was like super offended that the only thing my grandma came back to tell me was not to eat potatoes. Because that's what she would have done to me in life. Would have been like, you're not eating right. So I try not to do that to people. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Anyhow. Do I remember you? Jamie Crystal. I hate to tell people this. I really do. But I rarely remember people after I talk to them. And my guides do that so that I'm always coming in with a clean slate. I always thought I was a flake and just very, very forgetful. I understand now. And I'm okay with it. And people go like, I can't believe you don't remember my reading. I'm like, I don't remember yesterday. So I'm sorry. Did we meet in person? Because even that's even more embarrassing. It really is. Okay. I love this for Leslie. Leslie posted on our group the other day that she tried mediumship and she was awesome, successful. She says something clicked. Somebody else is replying to her. Lisa said something about mediumship. So I guess, wait. So I practiced on a couple of people. Can't believe it. Just go with the flow, trusting thoughts. It isn't me, it's my guides. And isn't that the truth, you guys? Every single intuitive, it's not us, it's our guides. And when you give to that, the most amazing things happen. Because what you're doing is you're letting go of some ego that goes with it. We're never going to truly get rid of all of our ego. But when you can tell somebody, it's not me, I'm a conduit. It's my guides. We are giving them the credit instead of us taking the credit. We're just talking. We're just mouthpieces. That's all we are. So good for you, Leslie. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited. Excited. Words are hard today. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, where we go? There we go. Angie Price. Don't forget, you guys, you can see my aura gets bigger and smaller. Isn't this a great wall for that? It's a great wall for it. And I have, at the house in Oklahoma, I have some walls that I have not painted I've painted them, but they're going to be a very neutral color. So for classes, I have them that way specifically. So when we're doing auric viewing, that's the thing. And you know what, Leslie, that comment, we can do a little auric viewing on here because I think it's important that people realize how easy it is to actually see and feel energy. So, but here's a card for Angie Price. And I love this card. It's all about the happiness. It's also words are hard. Also about finding happiness in yourself. Okay, finding the little moments of joy that you can hide away in your heart and be like, you know what, that sunset was so beautiful. Let me put that away so that I can recall that and bring it up when I'm having a really hard day. I need something beautiful. And that's what they say for you, is find something beautiful every day that you can appreciate, whether it's something you see, hear, or if it's something you pull up from an image that you've experienced. So make sure that you bring it back. Okay. So I think that we're going to do this because I think it's great. So who on here knows how to do auric viewing? So if you do, yay. If you don't, this is how we're going to do it. Super easy. Don't worry about being successful. It's something that we build upon, and not everybody sees colors. Some people just don't. They never see colors. I've kind of slipped into it. I've been doing this a long time now. Very rarely do I see color, okay? So what I want you to do, because this is the perfect wall for this, and once you see this, you guys, you're not going to be able to unsee it. It really trips you out, and you go, holy crap. Now you'll notice it more often on people that are sitting against perfect walls for this. So what happens is, you remember those 3D pictures back in the 90s, you stare at it long enough and things pop out, okay? What I want you to do, my guides are giving me information on a technique. I don't know. Okay. What they're telling me is take your finger out to the end of your arm and just start slowly bringing it in and keeping focused on it. And when you have a hard time actually seeing just one finger, that's where that feeling in your eyes is, that disconnected, unfocused feeling. I will tell you, this is horrible. I see 3 fingers right here. Maybe I shouldn't be driving, but it's from doing nails for so many long. My eyes don't focus really well, like the muscles, whatever. So we want to be unfocused, where you're in that mommy brain and you're staring at the wall and everything is just gone. We want to be there, okay? So then what you do is you kind of you stare. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at my image on the video, and I'm going to sit very still. And what I want you to do is start to unfocus and look around the perimeter of my outline. And as you're doing that, what you're going to notice is color shifts. And it's usually in a nice gray color, a silver color, or a white color. Okay? We're going to do a fun experiment with this in just a minute, because my energy is, I can feel it, I can manipulate it just a touch. So let me know, and I'm going to go over here to the comments. So I got to move a little bit. Let me know when you guys see color. Let me know when you guys see color. Okay, so what we're doing is we're visualizing the aura just around the edge, and don't think it's going to be out here. Think of it as right around the edge, okay? Right around the edge. I want you to unfocus your eyes. It's going to look different. Now, Tamara, I'm going to tell you that different people are going to see different colors. And the reason for that is everybody's at a different wavelength and you're learning and all of that. But and my aura is orange and yellow, by the way. And when we're done, I'll show you what my aura is, you guys. So what I'm going to do is, who can see it? Awesome. Becky, hi, how are you today? I'm actually going to be back in Oklahoma in September. I'm super excited. We have a house there. Okay. Aaron's like, holy shit, I can see an aura. You would be surprised how many people are able to do this and they disregard it. They don't think about it because we're taught from an early age that we're not able to do this. And if you're from my first class of late bloomers, you know how to do this already because I kind of just threw you under the bus and said, this is what we're doing. So as I'm talking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes. Oh, you can do it, Amy. That's fine. I'm going to close my eyes and I am going to expand my aura. Now, whether you see a color or not, it's okay, but it should get bigger. So give me a hot second and I'm going to see if I can make it pop. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that right now. Trying to stay here. Okay. So who could see it get either brighter or bigger? And you guys would be surprised. My phone is going crazy. Okay. So I'm going to show you because this is the only way I can. Let me silence that. The only way I can get it, I can't share the screen on it. So I'm going to show you what my aura looks like. And I think you guys, and I want you to be, yeah, I actually could feel it pulsating, Jamie Ellen. Yes, absolutely. It was a thing. This, you guys, is my aura. This was my aura on this day, okay? That doesn't mean it's exactly like this right now. I have other auric pictures as well, but this is, we're not even gonna go into how cool this particular aura picture is, okay? This particular aura picture is amazing, and I'm so excited about it. So that is a little bit of, I'm going to see some of the comments. The light in the kitchen, you know, is not that bright. It's not that bright. It shouldn't have affected. So as we are working, you guys, when we start to reach out intuitively and we're bringing in a whole lot more energy to be able to do readings or whatever we're doing in the moment, we actually people can see it. We can feel it. Why do we think that when people walk into a room and they're being a jerk and an ass and we're having a great day, think of their colors as bouncing off your colors. Think of it that way. And you go, oh my gosh, they're like so dark in energy and they're low and they're having a bad day. And I was over here and I was so beautiful and I was orange and yellow and green and blue and purple. And all of a sudden, no. So that's what we're doing. We're bouncing off of each other. And if you consider that our auric field goes really pretty decently off of us, but a good 3 foot, a good decent 3 foot, sometimes 6, it just depends on where we're at in our energy for the day. And how far out we're going to, now the further out we are, the more they're going to affect us on a psychic level. Okay. Because if our energy is really expanded, like I was expanding my energy and I'm sitting next to somebody and they're expanding their energy as well, then our energies are going to come a little bit closer together and mesh a little bit. Not wanting to taste that rainbow. No, you're right. That's so funny. But that is what we do. That everybody is, bye Jennifer. Everybody is capable of doing this. It's just a matter of believing in yourself to do it. So I love that. Yeah, sometimes you'll see it when at the head, you guys, when you're doing auric viewing, you're going to see more around the head than anywhere else, unless you're seeing things around the heart chakra as well. Now, kind of like going super saiyan. It is really kind of amazing, but we really do have a whole class in our Tuesday development class of auric viewing and how it works and why it works and blah, blah, blah. So, but I thought that would be a neat thing to do today. So anyhow, let's see what we have here. Let's go here. Mindy Brugler. I'm going back to reading. I'm sorry. I just kind of squirrel that way. I've got to kind of. That's why I stopped doing that, because I could feel myself like floating away again. I don't need that today. Don't need that. Minnie, I don't know why they're showing this to me, but they're showing me like this red balloon that's floating. It's like a little helium balloon that's floating, and somebody walked up and popped your little red balloon. And to me, that's actually going to mean something that you've always felt as a stable aspect of life, just kind of gone, and don't stress about it. Don't fret about it. Everything happens for a reason, but I just feel like there's just something that is going to shift for you, that you're going to have to find a new sense of balance and stability. And I don't know on what level they're talking about, but they're just showing that. So I don't know. That's all they're showing me. Okay. Moving on. Oh no. Okay. All right, guys. You know what I'm going to do? What time is it? 1:30. I don't know how long I've been on, but I think I'm going to go ahead and squirrel. I think I'm going to go ahead and let's see. You know what? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do some auric readings. If you guys want to do that, we can do that. That's not a problem. And what I'm talking about when I'm talking about doing these particular auric readings, if you guys could all share one time, that would be fabulous. That'd be great. If you're on Lisa Tabbert Fry, I cannot see your comments. If you're on my profile, Lisa Tabbert Fry, I cannot see your comments. Make sure you go over here, or you go to My Mystical Life on Facebook, like and follow. Follow on YouTube, you guys. Subscribe on YouTube, because I will be doing some different stuff over on YouTube than I will be doing over here. And that'll be just exclusive to YouTube. So make sure that you go subscribe to YouTube. And let's see, what else do we have going on? Everything I talk about is where? Right here. Everything I talk about is at Lisa Tabbert. No. My Mystical Life. And I will let you guys know Friday when you guys can book that other appointment for the healing, the deep healing. I have to figure out how to set it up so you can only book it two or three times a day, that you have sections, and then it's closed for the day, because I can't do a whole lot of them in a day, because they're just so deep. And this is what happens to Lisa when she does too many of them. So that is a thing. That's a very valid thing. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's do this. Tamara Forever a lot of okay, so this is a little different. This is, I see a lot of white over your throat chakra, which they're talking about divine guidance and things like that. But they're talking about a rim of red auric color around that as well. So there's some loopholes that, uh, little indecisions that you need to make. And I don't even know what they're talking about, but they're showing just little things that you're going to have a shift coming up on. You're going to have a shift of perception, lots of purples and teals. And on the history side, because I separate everything into quadrants, you guys, when it comes to past, future, on chakra healings and auric, not chakra, but auric healings. And they're showing moving away from something disagreeable, something where somebody had something negative to say to you and you just said, I don't need this shit, and you move forward. Okay, I hope that helps. Let's move forward. Lisa Gomez. Lisa, your angels are trying to talk to you. Someone's trying to steer you on a course that's going to help you increase something, your happiness or something along those lines. They're like, we're trying to bring her to the left. She just does not listen. There are times you don't listen. Maybe everything isn't an allergy. Don't take allergy pills or something like that. I don't know. They're like, she feels like it's maybe sinuses or something, and it's some more guidance than anything else. And they're talking about walking in your heart. So this is the oddest representation I think I've seen of this. They're showing you walking on the auric color green. And that right there to me means love and compassion. And sometimes you put out way too much compassion for people that are not going to give it back to you. So make sure you're not cutting yourself off at the knees with that, because it's okay to be compassionate, but if they're going to treat you like crap, you don't need that. Moving on. Moving on. Don't forget, you guys, My Mystical Life. If you guys are liking and following, if you follow My Mystical Life, I will be giving away every Friday something. There's going to be some reading that's given away on Fridays. And the first one that's not going to be this Friday, but it's going to be the 26th, I will be giving away the new healing that I'm talking about. I will be giving away one new healing session. So it'll be a drawing between the top fans on My Mystical Life. So make sure you go over there, and the more activity you do on the page, is this a shameless plug? It is. Absolutely. But it also gets you in the ranking for this. So, okay. But I will be giving away to one person out of a drawing that healing session. Make sure you're ready, though. Okay. Amber Mealer. Amber, they're talking about downloads that they have coming up for you. Lots of light blue, but they're showing me lots of light coming in a shaft right down the front of your face. So I know that you have some downloads coming up, and that also means interdimensional work, angel work, higher dimensional vibrations. Yep. Okay, Terry Fatry. I don't know why they feel like you're just getting knocked over. They gave me this impression of your energy being knocked over. Oh, a reset. I get it. And they're talking about something coming in that is going to be feeling like marching, like we are going to do this. We are so going to do this. And that's a marching thing that they have coming in. They're like, there's new energies coming in for you. A new discipline, a new interest. Kelly McCormick, if you're interested in the Reiki Master Class, give me a message. Drop me a message on Facebook. Absolutely. Amy Taylor. I hear a song for you, Amy, rather than an aura. I hear the song from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, where he's one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door. So there's change. Change, change, change. Moving on. I'm just kind of going to pick through. I'm just sitting here chilling. Marta. I wonder what doesn't show there. Marta, you need to do more grounding. Do more grounding. They're showing you just lifting up off of the ground, and it's a feeling of, so they want you to do some more grounding practices. I'm hungry. What time is it? Time is such, I'm starving. Yeah, they want you to come back down to earth just a little bit, do some grounding, and it's like a try again. Let's do this again. We're going to ground, center, protect. But they want you to bring your feet back down to the ground. So do some grounding practices. I have that video up on that group that that I just put you in for students. There is a video on grounding, centering, protecting, and that's what that little 4 to 5 minute video is. It's grounding, centering, protecting, calling Archangel Michael to help us in all areas. Okay, moving on. Tiffany Bennett, yes, your comments are showing now. I'm sorry. I keep trying to tell people that on my personal profile, I am not seeing comments. The video shows, but if you're commenting, I don't get to comment. I don't comment on them because they don't show up. I'm on a consolidated feed right now, and it doesn't show from Lisa Tabbert Fry. So Tiffany Bennett, I'm supposed to pull Tiffany a card. You notice how this shifted, you guys? We start with auras. We move away. It's okay. I'm on YouTube watching this. Is this where you can comment? Yes. Let me go here. What is this doing? Yes. Oh, I'm behind. That's in. Okay. Oh no, that's Megan Francis. Okay. So this is Tiffany Bennett. I'm supposed to pull you a card. This is one of my favorite things. We can approach a lot of things in life, and it is all about the attitude in which we walk up to it, you guys. Think of it like this. You walk up to a complete stranger like this. They are going to be leery and standoffish, and you're not going to get as proper a reception as if you walked up in happiness and humor and love and light, okay? So make time to find the joy. And you guys know I'm really huge on finding joy in everything you do, spiritually or whatever. And this is big for you. Find the joy, because when we're trying to do things and we just feel like we have to do it, we're doing it because we have to do it. And actually, you know what? My husband and I had a discussion about this last night. And I'll tell you about that. But find the joy, because if you don't have joy in it, your heart is just not there. So that's what they say. And my husband and I had a discussion about this last night. And I hear this so often that it kind of put me on edge last night. Not on edge, but it concerned me. I don't do anything that I don't find joy in. I did nails and owned a salon for that long because I loved it. I loved it. I loved being the artist. I have international, I have nail art that's won international competitions. I will toot my horn on that because, man, I'm a damn good nail technician. I'll say it. I don't do it anymore, but I loved the art aspect of it, and I found joy in it. And when it became more of a job and less of something I found joy in, I stepped away because it didn't work for me anymore. And I was talking to Sam last night, and he's like, why are you fretting? I'm like, what happens if one day I don't find joy in this anymore? What happens? Because I can't fake it. There's no way. You guys, anybody that's watched me knows that while Sam was gone and I wasn't in Hawaii yet, there's a difference. There's a difference. So we actually discussed this last night, and how important it is to make sure that you're working in joy and love and light and really bringing yourself to the front of everything you do. And he kind of looked at me like I'd gone batshit crazy, and it was like, are you kidding me? I every day feel more connected to my guides. And I just can't. And after we sat and talked, and I felt a lot better, because what I was doing is I was feeling pressure. I was feeling the pressure of, what if I fail? And I had my ego step in. What if I fail? What if somebody's not happy with something I do? And my guides are, man, I can't even tell you guys. I'm very, very fortunate. And it really was a concern of mine last night. It's not today. It's not today. And it won't be again, because I realize, then that's why I have my husband, that once you find something that just resonates with you, that is where your soul resides. And every place we go brings new awareness for us, for both myself and Sam. Sam doesn't get on. I mean, he gets on and he's comic relief or whatever, and he throws stuff in. When he throws in pearls, you guys should be listening, because Sam is very intuitive. Sam is a very impressive healer, and a very connected guide, has very connected guides. So he doesn't do it a lot online because, well, he can't. He has business life, but it's important to find your joy, and it's okay to have doubt. It's okay to have doubt, because if we walk through life, absolutely, I'm the best, I'm awesome, we want to manifest that, but we don't want to let our ego run away with us either. And if you're worried about your ego running away with you, then you're pretty good. You're okay. It's all good. I know. Listen to Lisa waxing poetic. Okay. All right. You guys. Let's go here. Let's go to Debbie Lewis. Hi, Debbie. She's probably, if she stuck around as I was like, blah, blah, blah. Debbie, I slowed down just a little bit because I was changing gears. And as I'm sitting there, I pull up your information, or not your information, but I have your picture. That's all I see. Really, I'm not sneaking off in the background, checking people out. I really am not. I get this impression that there's a female energy that has passed away that's trying to reach out to you. And I don't know if this person is coming to you in the form of birds or feathers or pennies or dimes or however, it works for you. But I'm getting the color yellow. And it's actually like really ugly polyester yellow pants is what I'm seeing. I feel like there might be a picture of somebody in those pants that maybe a mother or an aunt or something like that. And they looked awesome in them, according to them. And, I know I've worn some polyester pants because I'm from that area, but not I was very young in the 70s, but it's somebody that is trying to let you know that there are some things going on, that you're not alone in some areas. I know, like I said, I don't know who it is. I just know it's a female energy, and she shows this picture of a family gathering or something along those lines. And she's in yellow polyester pants and has her hair up, So I don't know who it is. Sorry. I wish I knew who it was, but just know that you're not alone. I hope that helps. And I hope she's still here, because I want to scroll down here all the way to the bottom and see if I can see. Okay, so I had somebody said they want to book a reading. I do readings, you guys. I get on here because I love being on here. I have a great time with everybody. I do have a website. I have to support my online habits, okay? Not, I don't do anything weird. This is what I do. So My Mystical Life is where I'm at, and you can find all the readings I do. I do auric readings. I do shamanism. I do healings, soul tapping, all sorts of stuff. And you can get just regular readings. I do 30 and 45-minute readings, and I try to keep it super affordable. So that's where I am. That's me. I hope that helps, Debbie. If you're going through some old photos, you'll probably find a photo like that. When I have a photo come up like that, that's generally what happens. Okay. Mustard yellow. Yes, mustard yellow. They're horrible pants. They're a little bell bottomy. They're not straight down. They're just a little wider at the bottom, you know? Okay. Yes, Sam does help me find balance. He is my twin flame, you guys. We are two parts of one whole. And when we're apart, distance-wise, like I do let him go to work, but because he's my sugar daddy. But when we are distances apart, which we've had where we've been months apart, and it's very, very hard. But, you know, life is life, and you go through the struggles to realize just how much you care for each other, and I do love that. Okay. Follow your bliss. I do like that. That's perfect, Dan. It's perfect, perfect. Okay. Do you like how many and Sandy, you probably can't see how many times it puts your comment up there, but I think we're up to like 8. It's awesome. Oh, thank you, Jamie Ellen. I absolutely love what I do. And that's a thing. That's a thing. It does show YouTube comments. Yes, it does. What's the link for live feed? Inquiring minds want to know. What's the link for the live feed? What do you mean? I don't know. You know what, Leslie, you're right. I would be guided to something else if this wasn't working. But I honestly, and I'll just put it out here. This last healing session that I'm working on, this new modality that I'm working on, that is what my guides have been building up for. They really have. Shit. Did you guys hear that? Just scared the shit out of me. There's a paper bag on the couch that just moved. So there's a little validation for me. The healing session that I'm doing is really, really going to be the basis of what I move forward with. So, did anybody hear it? I mean, did anybody hear it? It didn't just like. Okay. Let's go here. Jen Mason. I want to talk about an animal totem for you, Jen. It took me a second because I'm like, you have a really great protector guide. And usually they don't slow me down. And this one kind of was like, oh, I'll even tell you what he said. It was kind of like, halt. And it's really interesting when we, it's freaked me out. It's really interesting when we have protector guides that come in like that. They come in as something very strong. They like to have that strong energy that goes with them. And I like that for you. That's great. That's a lot of psychic protection. And I like that. And also squirrel. Someone wants me to do mediumship. I don't think that's a good idea today. I don't know that that's a good idea. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm so tuned in right now. Maybe we will. We'll do that after this. And then I'm going to go. So Jen, I want to talk about an animal totem for you. Animal totems come in the moment or lifetime. This is a in the moment guide for you. And that means they come in for lessons. They could be here for a day. They could be here for a year. They could be here for 10 years. It's just relying upon how quickly you learn your lesson. And they're talking about your ability to carry other people. And sometimes we have to stop. We can't. We go leaps and bounds. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you the animal. It's a kangaroo. And they're talking about all of a sudden going great distances and feeling like you're making huge accomplishments. But I want to tell you that along the way, and I'm sorry, I want to tell you that along the way, it just feels like people fall off and aren't as grateful as they should have been, because you may have led them to something that is greater, and they go, and they just go away, and they don't give you the, not the accolades, but the emotional attention that they should have. Okay. So if you're feeling underappreciated, that's that. Just know that it doesn't matter if you're carrying somebody else forward. As long as you're carrying yourself forward, that's the important part, because that's what you're doing in life. And it may sometimes feel like there's shorter leaps, but you are changing the way a lot of people look at things. And some people just don't appreciate it, and that's okay. Okay. All right. Okay, you try to sort everybody's problems out. Don't be a referee, man. Black and white like that. Those stripes don't look good on anybody. Yeah. Okay. How many people do we have on here, you guys? I am, how many people do we have? I appreciate, love every one of you. Appreciate and love every one of you. $34. Okay. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous, which was probably a mistake, but like-minded groups are awesome, guys. Love that. Okay. So, and invite your friends. What the hell? Let's just have a party. 8 on YouTube. You know what? YouTube, I don't usually, this is the first week we've been streaming to YouTube. 8, I'll take it. Honestly, YouTube's kind of hard. Okay, so we're going to do some mediumship and see where that goes, because the energy is really high in this home today. And then I might take a nap. I don't know. Okay. Hey, any energy workers on here? Just an FYI, I would absolutely love and give anybody permission that wanted to, with divine light and love, to send me some wonderful energy for my back and my neck. I'd love that. And I hardly ever ask for that. See, I got to hurt a little bit. Okay. That is not what I'm trying to do. Okay. Oh. Sorry. I needed to step away from that for a second. I was trying to go a little deeper than what I wanted to go. So here's how this works. If it doesn't mean anything to you, if it does not it's not relevant, if the person that I'm describing doesn't mean anything, then don't comment at all. It's okay. Just sit there and love and light and be so happy that somebody else got a message. If you think it's somebody you know, give me the yes, no, or I don't know. And if you give me a yes, I would love for you to give me, if I say, I feel like they had a purple hat, say yes, purple hat. That way I don't get lost in the comments, because if I have a ton of yeses, I don't know what you're yesing to. Okay. Yes, no, I don't know, and no more information. Because if you start giving me the history, you're coloring the reading, and I don't want to know anything. So let me sit back and try and do this again, and maybe not go that deep, because I'll tell you at the end what just about happened. Okay. Okay, so I have a male energy here, and it's so 80s. It's so 80s because what I'm hearing is the theme to Airwolf. The theme to Airwolf, and I'm seeing Knight Rider. Okay, so this would have been somebody that really enjoyed those 80s programs, the Dukes of Hazzard. It has that really family feeling where people sat down as a family and watched a scheduled program each week, and this person would have really been into Airwolf. Okay, he would have liked Airwolf in that day. Okay, so the other thing I get is a feeling as if I have a restricted breathing. The restricted breathing, almost as if somebody's intubated or something along those lines. It's a feeling of breathing through something that's not natural. Can anybody take that gentleman? Now, I can't tell you yet. I don't know what age he passed away. I don't know what age he was in the 80s. I just know that he really enjoyed that type of program, and that there's something that restricted his throat. Can anybody take that particular person and even think that that might be somebody for them? I actually think they might have been younger in the 80s because I feel like they were playing with a Knight Rider car. Oh my gosh, everybody, look, it's Sam Fry. It's the husband. Okay, you guys, we need to be able to take most of this information, okay? Restricted breathing, liked Airwolf, was 80s person, liked those genre of programs, Airwolf, Knight Rider, maybe not the Dukes of Hazzard as much, but really like those technical A-team kind of things. So who can take most of those? I have Amy Taylor, Kasha, maybe Pamela. Okay, let's see what else we have. I feel like they had something in their mouth. Like, I get this pressure right here. I don't know what this is. I have pressure right here. And my jaw hurts. The age, I'm really open-ended on the age because it just feels like there's a Knight Rider car. Okay, I'm open-ended on the age. Really, I'm trying to go with the visualization. I feel like this person would have had some sort of breathing. I don't know if they had an accident, or I feel like something, maybe they were tubed and there was something against their lips. Can anybody validate that? Because I'm getting this, and then on the lips. And it's a male energy. Pamela Langan, you're not out of the running. You really are not, because I'm second guessing some of my things that I originally thought, because my original thought was this person had a cane and they had a lot of hair loss. And then they're kind of showing me that they were very young feeling in the 80s and things like that. So I'm trying to pick through the information that this person is giving me. I almost feel like this person could have gotten their hands dirty and knew how to work on cars, or worked on a car with somebody, taught them how to do something. So, okay. So I have somebody that liked Airwolf and Knight Rider and those type of 80s programs, the A Team. Um, I feel like this person, and as I'm working on this, my initial impression was that he enjoyed that stuff and it was watched as a family. So I would almost think that that would have been maybe a father figure to somebody that's my age right now and had aged, had a cane, lost some hair, but there are memories of working on a vehicle. His hands are greasy, and he might have taught somebody how to do something on the car. Can anybody validate that's in the yeses here? Can anybody validate a black car? A sporty black car. Within the yeses, I'm very firm within the yeses. This person is a male energy. They enjoyed those programs, Knight Rider, Airwolf mostly, like the Airwolf a lot. A-Team. I really feel like he's older. I really do. And I should have gone with that when I first started this because I kept seeing this black car. And it is somebody that has been intubated. Maybe I feel like they were on a breathing machine, or they were because this feels like a pressure on the lips. It's not just something that was setting over the face. It was a pressure on the lips. So that it was in place. Okay. And there's a breathing tube or restricted breathing. And this person, is showing me that their hands would get greasy. And when they passed, they had a cane, possibly, and hair loss. But this, or that could be aged hard early on. But they're showing that they worked on a vehicle with somebody, and their hands were greasy, and they might have shown them how to do something on the car. Okay. Where are we? I see Raquel. Amber Mealer says maybe. But hers keeps repeat. Oh, she's on a no now. Okay. Out on breathing machine. Really, this is a big thing. It feels like there is something pressing against his lips, almost in the direct area around his mouth. And that is a thing. Okay. They need to have that feeling like they enjoyed sitting down watching those old programs on television with family or something. It really, the first information that I had was about Airwolf. So he really enjoyed that need for speed, that fun, that the 80s kind of thing. And where we're at right now is between Lisa Phillips and where else? And Raquel Corey. Is that where we're at? Can you two ladies confirm that we're still in the yeses, right? Is there a black car for either one of you? If it's a black Trans Am, we're in this hands down. Or Camaro. Camaro. Okay, we're at Lisa Phillips. Jamie Ellen. Let's see, where did Jamie Ellen fall off? Dark charcoal color. I can go with that if I have the correct model of car, because I feel like it would have to be a sports car. Camaro. Okay. This is a big piece of information, is why I ask. It's the Camaro. It's the Camaro, because he keeps going back to Knight Rider. Okay, keeps going back to Knight Rider, and this is so funny, you guys. It's just a way that they come across with stuff that I know that he's talking about a Camaro, because all I see is that front light on Knight Rider. Zoo, 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 zoo. That's what I keep seeing. So just COPD, okay, but he took breathing treatments, right? Absolutely, he took breathing. If he had COPD, he took breathing treatments. Because it's restricted breathing. Restricted breathing. Okay, and that's him. It's him. It's him. Because as I start to do that, it's him. I am getting choky in the last couple days. Yeah, not a fan. Okay, so Raquel. Let's see what he has to say. Something about being more hands-on. Something about there is big lessons in taking 5 minutes with somebody that they are going to remember for the rest of their life. And he's actually talking about the time that he might have spent working with somebody on a car was some of the most precious moments that he had in his life. And that is something he's really impressing. Take the time and carve out a minute here and a minute there. And it may not seem important to you, but boy, down the road, is it going to be ever so important. Even if it's somebody that may grate you the wrong way, make sure you're taking the time, because that is going to mean so much, not just to you, but to the person that you do this for. And I don't know why he's showing somebody handing somebody flowers as well. So I don't know who he's talking about, but I almost feel like you will know who you need to spend the time with. And when that happens, you're going to feel better. I don't know. I hope that helps, because I don't know what he's talking about. YouTube is cracking me up, you guys. It just keeps going on and on and on with messages. Okay, so let me tell you why I was sitting here like shaking stuff off, you guys, because I'm sitting here, and the more I'm doing this healing session that I've been working on, the quicker I fall into this really deep, I don't even want to call it meditation. And I know that I have some communication that's going to be coming up that I'm going to be doing, and I'm kind of excited about it. And I've been gearing up for it for years and years. I've been told that I would be working with the Pleiadians. And as I sit here, as I'm fidgeting right now, because as I'm sitting here, I'm dropping down into settling in and feeling my energy and sitting with spirit. And I can feel off to the right here, this energy waiting to channel. Like, I seriously feel, and I know that I'm be working with Ashtar from the Galactic Council, and that's who it is. And I'm going, no, I'm not. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that right now. So when I'm ready to do that, I will record it so that I am not uncomfortable here doing it, but it will be recorded. And I will let you guys see it at that point. But it's an amazing thing. And I'm not ready, and that's okay. We're allowed to say we're not ready and let it happen when when we can have a degree of control of that sometimes. That's okay. All right, you guys, with that, I am going to eat some lunch, and because it is only 2 o'clock here. And everybody have a wonderful evening. And I hope you got something out of today, whether you viewed an aura or you just got to sit and listen, or I got to tell you something and it helped you along your path. So everybody have a wonderful afternoon, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow, I'm sure. So have a great evening, everybody. Find joy, be blessed, all that good stuff. Manifest the shit out of stuff. Okay, bye. Oh, I'm not rushing myself. Trust me, Pamela. I'm not rushing myself. I'm one of those. I kind of drag my feet, actually. So that's why I get 2x4s to the head by Metatron. So anyway, thank you everybody for the healing energy for the back and neck. Because boy, it's yeah, wonderful stuff. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a great evening. Bye.